Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to be doing our kind of one shot at the Arena Open, seeing how it goes. And then I also might do the best of one play-in qualifier because I think that's sealed as well. So I primarily play limited. You probably know me best for the best of one, best of three meta review, but I do enjoy these probably the most, these events. So let's hop to it. I like to do best of one instead of best of three for the Arena Opens. I think it's a little bit easier to get there. And then I think it's also a really good time to use your gold, right? Because usually they don't offer you a 5-to-1 ratio. So you can spend 25,000 gold or 5,000 gems. And so that 5-to-1 ratio, they don't usually give you that. It's usually 10,000 gold and 1,500 gems for a draft. So this is a time where they kind of give you the same ratio that they give in the store if you're, really trying to maximize Magic the Gathering resources. So if we do get to 5 wins, we get 1,000 gems. Not that spectacular. 6 wins, we get 2,500, which for 2,500, the 10-to-1 ratio, right? It's not spectacular either. So really, it's kind of a make it to day 2 kind of or bust for profit. But it is a chance to win actual factual money from Wizards of the Coast. So if you can win on day 2 twice, you can actually win up to $2,000. So, but it's also really fun to just play really highly competitive Magic, right? So don't really get a whole lot of opportunities to do this. And so enough rambling for me. Let's hop into it and see what we get for our pack. So they also give you cool cosmetics. This one giving you a deck sleeve. Yeah, sure. I mean, I've had the other one for a really long time. So, all right. Drum roll, please. All right, so this is an amazing green mythic. Sledge class Siege Ship is kind of meh. We've got Eldrazi Temple. Doubt we're going to use that one. Osteoharmonis has been okay. We've got 2 of them. Bulgaria's been a little bit weak, so it's a little bit unfortunate to see this pairing. But being able to bring back the Ouroboros from the graveyard could be really cool. Hardlight Containment has not been particularly impressive, depending on how much of a artifact count you have. Moonlit Meditation, haven't actually played this one yet. Enchanted artifact or creature you control. The first time you create 1 or more tokens, you make instead create that many tokens that are copies of enchanted permanents. Usually not a really great card to have. Both of these requiring kind of an enabler to get to work. And then we have Terminal Velocity, which is a total meme. You put an artifact or creature card from your graveyard from your hand onto the battlefield. Gains haste. When it leaves, it deals damage equal to its mana value to each creature. And at the beginning of your end step, you sacrifice this permanent. So again, it's another one that like you need to have a big creature in hand, and it needs to line up well. And then you're left with nothing. It's like a one-sided board wipe with extra steps. So really, our one shining moment is Ouroboros. Hopefully, our green is deep as well. So, as usual, I'll just show you guys kind of a quick glance over of the pool, and then I'm going to spend a little bit of time kind of diving deep into this, and I'll show you what I come up with on the other side. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of a side, just an intermittent kind of check-in, right? So this is not all of the cards that are deemed playable in the pool, but these are the ones that definitely caught my attention as being particularly impactful. So I think we're looking strongest in Naya. Despite we having the 2 black rares, we don't have a whole lot of support for it in black. We've got Virus Beetle and Grav Kill, which are decent pulls. Cryo Shatter really is the only blue card that I care about other than Station Monitor, so blue's out. And then we do have the Tanuk, which I think leans a little bit towards using... So we have 4 Diplomatic Relations and 2 Orbital Plunges, which are really great removal. And we can use the Orbital Plunges to get into our top end, where we can start playing things like the Harmonious Grove Striders, the Pinnacle Kill Ship, the Germinating Worm, and these 2 Nebula Dragons. And the Nebula Dragons have been surprisingly good, I've found. they're quite impactful if you can get to them. Slamming a 4/4 flyer and dealing 3 damage can often be a 2-for-1. The downside is it's a 7-drop, so you definitely need to have that. And we do only have one Gene Pollinator, but I think I'm going to build this for Gruul. I think it's slightly better than building it for Celestia. We do have some good cards in Celestia, though. So if we're a little bit shy on playables, we could try like a 3-color approach, but just wanted to check in real quick, and then I'll kind of showcase where my final build lands. All right, this is where I landed. I like this build. I feel pretty good about it. It does run the risk of getting completely run over, right? We do have 2/2 drops, so we're definitely going to be starting on turn 3 a lot of the time. But our top end is greedy as all hell, right? We have 9 4+ drops, so as long as we don't get screwed, we're going to be okay. We've got the Gene to help us, we've got the Zookeeper to help us, we've got the Orbital Plunge, we've got the Melded Moxite to discard to draw into more lands. We do have kind of just... we have an incredibly greedy top end. So we've got the life gain off of the Germinating Worm that can help stall as well. But yeah, then we just start slamming these like 7+ drops that hopefully take over the game. So we'll see how this goes. This is going to be the run of strategy here, and I think we'll probably give a nod to our mythic and do this one as the deck captain. Seems fitting. All right, and I'm going to take a quick little break, and then we'll run this one and see how it goes. All right, let's go. Oh, needs lands, huh? So do we like a 9/8 split? And attempted to do a 10/7 split. Gene wants 10, these want 9. 7. So the biggest, we'd be moving most of our red cards to turn 4. But then this wants 10, this wants like 11. Depends on how much we want to really slam this. I think I'm going to go with a 10/7 split. It's going to hurt the Zookeeper on 2 a little bit. The Zookeeper doesn't fix for every color, whereas Gene does. So if we have Zookeeper, we're kind of already got more red. We don't have any double pips in red. Okay. All green. Okay. Very slow hand, but we kind of expected that. Seed class speed ship with the worm. Station it. Slam the Nebula Dragon. Could get overrun, but this is kind of what the strategy was about, so. Tough that we're not developing the board till turn 3, or turn 4, though. This comes down as a 4/3 on 4. So this is likely turn 3, turn 4. Maybe turn 4 as well. Okay. Moxite. We could play the Moxite and discard. Discard a land, it could be really sad. I think I'm going to discard this. Okay, bomb detected. Botanist. Okay. Botanist gives us a nice turn 3 with the worm. Dude, this is gonna be great. Don't kill my seed ship. Don't kill my seed ship and we get to slam this. Oh, it's happening, chat. It's happening. Okay. Interesting. I guess I killed Roghost. I mean, they have to Wrath here, basically. That was pretty good. Bard killed my 4/4 flyer. It's fair. This becomes a 5/5, which blocks here, but not once they're pumped. So I just... I think I just slam this. They could have something that affects attackers, I suppose, but... You can also give this additional power, so it gives everything +3. Other tap legendary creatures can have indestructible. Don't mind that. Alright, we could slam the worm. Because, like, +2/+2 is already enough. I guess they can block here. Pretty gross. Alright, greedy top end. 1 point. Okay, so we've got Molecular Modifier on 3, Orbital Plunge on 4, and Harmonious Growth Driver on 5. It's not amazing. Orbital Plunge is pretty nice, though. And Diplomatic Relations, we might be able to actually just remove a fair amount with the Molecular Modifier. We have ample removal. Okay, so they are missing a land drop. That's good for us. Because we started on the draw. They were on the play. So they drew a land. This becomes a 3/3. This gains a life. Sunstar Expansionist or Terror Botanist. Which one's the one to kill? Or because we know that they're lacking mana, do we just kill the Gene? Kinda tempted to just kill the Gene. If they top deck a land, I'm gonna be pretty sad. Sticking them on 4 though feels right. And then we're not blocking with it as a 2/2, so we're definitely swinging there. I think we go for the mana advantage play. See if they hit land 4 or not. Alright, warping in the Possibility Technician, drawing a Gene Pollinator. Alright. Now, we could pop this for the land advantage and do removal with the Diplomatic Relations, but I think I like just building the board. We could scrap bot. But I think we just slam the Harmonious Gravestrider here and get in for 3. Seems fine to me. Do have 1 blue. But we're pretty well off that they're stuck on 3. This will let them dig again. So they probably hit land 4 this turn. Plasma Bolt and a Gene Pollinator. Okay. So we're going to kill the Gene Pollinator again, right? I guess we got to kill the Possibility Tech. Instant. We could see how they block. Swing both and just do the Diplomatic Relations depending on how they block. Seems decent to me. So we did it pre-combat that we could have had the Vigilance, which might have been worth it. We could have killed like the Possibility Tech and still made the same attack. That might have been a little bit better. Okay. I think that's the best block. Avu or Possibility Tech? I think we kill the Possibility Tech, let them be at 5 mana. Do this so it's 1 more damage. I could also just kill the Gene here and stick him at 4. Building the board, though, has its upsides as well, and then we just let this die. Question is, do I want a 3/3 or the 2/3? I think I killed the 2/3. Guess I could get a 2 for 1. 3. Guess I'd just let this happen. So if we hit a land, we've got Kill Ship. Seems decent. Maybe the first strike was wrong to let go there, because it does put a lot of pressure down. Oh, double engineering into a land drop for 2/2/2s. Okay. They've got to just chump block here, though. We just trade the scrap bot for a blocker. They play something really disgusting. I'm guessing maybe I should help this. Could immediately crew it. That way, if they have an answer here on one of these 2 cards. But I think I just attack here. I guess if they trade for the scrap bot here and then have removal, I just left myself with no ability to threaten damage on them, which could be really bad. Okay, Galactic Warfare, they're gonna have to make a chump. Man, Orbital Plunge. They could just be dead, right? I mean, really close. I can't quite kill them, otherwise I would use both, right? Could give it Vigilance. I don't think I'm worried about dying, though. Could have removal here for the kill ship. So I think we just pop 2 lander tokens and Diplomatic's Relations at instant speed on their turn. So we're just going to pass here. Hold the Orbital Plunge for something scary. Okay. Got him. Okay, so we have 2. We don't have red, and we're not going to get red until turn 4. That's the way we built the deck. So Zookeeper, this is kind of like a mold of 6 anyway. We hit a single land, we've got Dauntless Scrapbot, which gets us a lander token into turn 4. This gets us into a lander token for turn 5. I think it's a keepable hand. We just need to hit a land by turn 3. Okay, there's the land. We didn't have any Galactic Wayfarers. If this deck had Galactic Wayfarers, it would have been gross. But we need to hit a land here. Red land so that we could be able to pop this and play Zookeeper would be perfect. Alright, that's unfortunate we couldn't trade the scrap bot there. Right on time. We could Orbital Plunge, but I think it's better to do Zookeeper. Pass. Could have attacked there, but then they'd have a good attack with their Bait Maker. We're not double blocking that. Probably should grab red anyway, even though we don't have double pip reds, because we already have 3 green. Can we get a flyer? But just allows us to make a double spell if we need to. Not that this hand really is double spelling, though. Maybe it should be, maybe it's right to grab green there. Alright, so now we're on to 6. With the Zookeeper, we have 7. So now we just start slamming dragons, right? Could Orbital Plunge and get one more land. That's another possibility, too. But I guess actually maybe I want to offer the trade with the Scrap Bot first. We're kind of low on life. Maybe we just slam this and pass. Because, like, if they have removal for the Nebula Dragon, I would like to be at least able to trade here. Probably you. Get rid of the trample here. It's not a good blocker if I should have attacked with this anyway. Alright, I should have attacked before I played the Nebula Dragon. To see if they'd block here, and then we could kill the flyer. Alright, so they had removal. I guess I could have chump blocked the Wayfarer to save 4 life. They have 2 things of removal, I'm just kind of dead anyway. Okay, it might have been a bad attack. They have... Ooh, they've got a good green-white deck. Or Abzan deck. So they have 7, so this comes down as a 5/6. It's a pretty good target for the plunge, but we might need to plunge just to not die, right? If their last card's removal, we're really toast. I bet they slam this. They attack both. To trade. I guess I'm low enough that I want to do that. They have removal for that. It's just a 2-for-1, so I think I've got to go for just a straight block here. Okay. We're pretty low for the... I mean, we're at 3 life, basically. Comes in as 5-6. Very good. We're going to have a problem with those flyers, though. Oh, no, I'm just dead either way, right? Because now they station here, they come in for 3, they have the dubious delicacy, so I've got 6 damage in the air that I can't do anything about. Kill ship that I can't do. Orbital plunge. No, I'm dead. I'm just dead either way, right? And we didn't. If we'd hit one more land, we'd be able to do double orbital plunge here. But even then, we would be still dead. Only way I can do it is if I can play this and crew it, which I can't. Alright, so my opponent got me here. Is there something I could draw into? Alright, they got me. That was a good deck by them. I guess I needed to maybe kill the Galactic Wayfarer sooner with the Orbital Plunge. I probably took too much damage from this guy. Because the Nebula Dragon's doing 3 damage. I wanted to develop the board, but maybe I should have just taken the time to kill the 4/4. And then I play the Nebula Dragons and kill the smaller things. Okay. We've got Nuke, Orbital Plunge, Removal. Seems decent. Melded Moxite. In a deck that wants to be hitting its land drops, what do we discard? Probably the Nebula Dragon. Could be right to get rid of a Diplomatic Relations, I guess. Generally, we'll find other big drops. Okay, Mono Black, Prospector into Monoist. 2/4, or we play a 2/2 that can't block the 2/1. Definitely glad I dug for lands, because right now we're really struggling to find land 4. Okay. Dece. Didn't attack with the 2/1. There. Ow. We didn't find land. It's unfortunate. Guess I go with the Diplomatic Relations and kill the Voidborn. It'd be right to kill the flyer, but this can end up doing a fair amount of damage. Not hitting land there was unfortunate. I really wanted to Orbital Plunge here. Anyway. It's nice that it gets Vigilance. Gives you a free attack. Not developing the board, though, is scary, especially if they do removal here. Yep. Luckily, they didn't hit land 4 either. This is mana inefficient, but this is a This is a 3-drop that trades with their 2-drop. I don't like that at all. Germinating Worm. I'd rather not. I'd rather just develop the board here, I think. 14 in and we're stuck on 3. 12 in and they hit land 4. Okay. A Tiger Mechan. Don't want to chump block. Alright, well, we lose this one. Just... I guess we haven't lost yet, but it's not great, that's for sure. Zookeeper Mechan needs to die. Pressurize puts us to 4. So now I can't kill the Zookeeper if we hit the land. Put this out and we go to 1. Oh, I could have done the Germinating Worm and gone to 1. But it's too bad. We'll give them the lander tokens, I guess, rather than giving them a lethal threat. Alright, well, now we hit the lands, but it's too little too late, right? So we hit 3, and we die at 3, right? Wait, let's think about this. If I slam this, I go to 3. I can only block the 2/2, and I take 3 damage and I'm dead. So, we have to warp this, gain the 2 life, and kill something? No, that also results in me being dead, right? Yeah, no, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're dead either way, we're blocking it or not, right? Oh, okay, so one screw on land, one legitimate loss to the Abzan deck. This was a winning hand if we didn't get, like, if we'd been able to just curve out, it would have been pretty gross. All right, here we go. Can we win out from here? And we've got, okay, this is decent. I like this. Virus Beetle. Drix is my weakest card. Okay, 3 mana open. Play it out. They use removal on the 3-drop, it's fine. Doing this to get to land 6. Perfect target acquired for the Orbital Plunge. And trade 2 damage for 1 seems fine. Next turn is probably Lander Token plus Diplomatic Relations on whatever they play here. Reclaimer. Reclaimer does not get killed by Diplomatic Relations. So instead we're just going to play the 5/5. I could 2-for-1 myself on the Reclaimer. I get to draw a card, and then it ramps me into the Nebula Dragon next turn. It's interesting. Okay. See if they have removal from my 5/5. If they do, we're in trouble. Weft-Blade, okay. That's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, 12. Do this at sorcery speed. Attacking with the 6/5. They probably chump it with the 1/1. I guess they could multiple block it. Okay. I like it. We're gonna do this now so that we get the draw. Okay. And now we've got Nebula Dragon. Ooh, they play the Hive Pool. Okay. Eight, 6, 5, 4 lethal. They don't have removal for the flyer. Oh shoot, what is this? Desperation or killing my only threat? I could have the +2/+0 and I'd be dead. They do hit for lethal next turn. 2 cards left. They play a double striker that will be able to pump the cards next turn. Oh. Shoot, I'm dead. We needed to hit any non-land card there. Right? Any non-land card. Because I'm going to need a blocker. This is like a forced chump or trade. If I leave this, we're definitely dead. Because they get 2 more attackers. I can only block 2 of them, so... Hand is kind of forced here. And also they have 1 card left. But I'm also just dead on board from this forced attack. Yeah. That's too bad. That's too bad. Despite our really greedy top end, we actually flooded out here. Yeah, and I couldn't just like sit back and let that happen because of the board pump. Dang. Well, you know, part of Magic the Gathering is luck. I think we built a pretty good deck and got a little bit unlucky with the variance. Anyway, thanks for watching. I know you guys probably like me most for my informational videos, but I do like to share these special events. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I think I've got enough time that I'll probably do a best of 1 play-in as well, and just see if that one goes a little bit better. So, see you in that video.